Today, from Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, it's Week 17 of the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Los Angeles Rams.
We are at the confluence of the Ohio, Allegheny, and Monongahela Rivers at Heinz Field in Pittsburgh, PA. This was the scene just a few moments ago as the Pittsburgh faithful were fired up by the hometown Steelers taking the field. They're all set as they'll match up with the Los Angeles Rams. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, we look at this Steeler ball club entering play. They come in losers of 2 straight, so they're trying to right the ship here a little bit.
They're teetering a little bit, aren't they? And now things could really go south if they lose this game, so they understand the importance of playing well and stopping this streak.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Rams, they come in on a 1-game winning streak. What do you say we keep that one positive? Because they haven't had much to be positive about lately.
Yeah, let's take it, maybe make it almost like the theater. You're only as good as your last performance. Hopefully they can continue to move forward.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week. And with towels waving, we're underway from Heinz Field. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
I like this guy. And the reason I do, he tends to stay on an even keel. Doesn't let too much ruffle him. He will manage the game the way it needs to be managed, take what the defense gives him, and then he can strike at times. Had a touchdown pass. Yes, he had an interception last week, but he found a way for his team to win.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up. His numbers from last week's contest: 16 carries, 55 yards, and a touchdown.
Well, watching the film, we saw that things clicked pretty well for them in the running game last week. No reason to change in my mind. Continue to try and run the football, give it to them early and often in hopes of breaking down the defense so some bigger gains result as the game goes on.
Now a throw here to his running back. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Flushed out right.
Even though it's the opening drive of the game, he wasn't shy about taking off and running with the football, even knowing the defense is definitely going to take their shots at him, and that's exactly what they did. He better learn to slide, otherwise he won't be around to finish this one.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a loose football, and it's picked up by the Steelers. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So the Steelers now in great shape to begin their initial possession. They'll be led out by their 5'11" quarterback from Wisconsin by way of NC State, and that's Russell Wilson.
Now, the meeting we had with him this week, that's one of the briefer ones we've ever had, isn't it?
He wasn't too happy after last week.
Not happy. Really determined to play a whole lot better, and he really can't play a whole lot worse. He's got to go out and show the team that the goods that he exhibited early are still there. Otherwise, he could lose the confidence that they have in him.
And hoping to get rid of that interception bug. Henry again on second down. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Seattle.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be second and very short.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, You're going to smother it, but a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 2nd and inches, Wilson. And in for the Steelers touchdown. A great play there with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Steelers have taken a first-quarter lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run, and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with the Steelers fielding the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their second drive of the game. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
They're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On the handoff, it's Akers. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They'll set up a throw. Looking underneath, he's got Akers. And he is going to have a Rams first down by about a yard. It's a gain of 5 on 3rd and 4.
And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
Here's Akers. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. They'll run out of the gun with Akers. And he gets it down to the 32.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. On first down, Akers. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now it appears we have a Steeler here slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. The Rams on third down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. Back to throw.
Yeah, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
So Pittsburgh retakes the field for their second offensive possession. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason. There he goes, left side. The 30, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Steelers get the quick strike touchdown. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, get that water break and get on out there and play.
Here's a Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. They'll set up to throw. He'll buy some time right. And it's a fumble. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. And it looks like Steeler football. It is.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy.
No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Wilson on the move to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
No run
run back here down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. He has not had the game that he envisioned. His team has not had the game that they've envisioned here. So how do they turn this around now?
Well, right now, what he's looking forward to doing is finding a way to get the added weight on his back. Is it like that monkey that Steve Young was talking about? Remember that in the Super Bowl?
Oh, the 95 Super Bowl.
Right, when they beat the Chargers, and, he had that weight of expectations and past greats on his back. In this case, it's just bad play. Can he shake it off and then be able to play loose and free and help his team out?
Let's see if he can do just that. That catch good for only a couple.
Brandon, this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football. The scoreboard tells the story for him a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make him really earn it.
And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that's going to make it 4th down.
A short game that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. Russell Wilson now gears up to lead the offense again. And how about the start so far, Charles? 3 first-half touchdown passes.
And that's how you generate excitement on a team. Keep your offense.
There he goes, right side. The 20.
Oh, it don't matter.
Touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Steelers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. All the talk when Russell Wilson came into the league about his height, those big defensive linemen, can he get the ball over him? But you get him outside the pocket like that, doesn't really matter.
No, it really doesn't, and you're exactly right. Many people dinged him for that and said, how's he going to see over NFL linemen? He never did, right? At whatever level, he saw through them and found pockets and windows to throw the football. But as you noted, when he's outside the pocket and his vision is totally clear, oh, look out, because he's going to find someone downfield, as we just saw there.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Not much there, only a yard. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw again. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Back to throw again. And he comes. back with one complete. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout. They're as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number one. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Again, he'll drop to throw.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
The kick by Carlson is good. And they're back within 3 scores as it's now a 22-point game. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So let's glance at a player spotlight now. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey.
And the Rams will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
2nd and 9 now. And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati. And it's the Browns who are out on top. Baker Mayfield with 3 touchdown passes. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And they trail in that one as it's the visiting Jags who are out in front. James Robinson, 3 touchdown runs. Finally, let's get up to the place they call Titletown, Green Bay, Wisconsin, to see what's happening with the Packers. And they've got the lead over the visiting Chicago Bears. 3 touchdown passes there for Jordan Love. In our game has been Russell Wilson, who was dynamic, as usual, in that first half. He's thrown for over 200 yards already, and his guys have the lead as well. As we get you back to Brandon Gaudin.
All right, Coach, thanks very much. Fine work as always as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. The final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So with the Steeler offense on their way out, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Yeah,
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games. Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on 4th down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
We're all still valiantly searching for the so-called book, right, that tells us what to do in every situation. Everyone kind of knows what it says, but it's never really been written down anywhere. He violated every code.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off at the 47. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And a high throw there as this is knocked away down to the ground and incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. They'll drop to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Aaron Donald with a sack. Here's J.K. Scott now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. 3rd 37 yards on the punt with no return. And the Rams will be backed up deep to begin the drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Back to throw here. Over the middle, complete. It's Price. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the give, this is their fullback. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The end result was brute force on brute force. But think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy. They've definitely established a rhythm on this drive, moving the ball quite well. And big man with football is an integral part of the whole thing.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And a nice milestone reached on that last throw as here late in the season, he goes over 4,000 yards passing.
And he's really thrown the ball well all season long. Had some big games along the way. He's inspired his receiving corps to go out and make plays for him in each and every ball game.
And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Well, they've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line.
Now, how about that call? Hand it to the big guy in that situation. Normally you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, telling me he loves offense coordinators who call the plays with a little bit of abandon.
And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. Final minute now of the 3rd quarter. A give to the fullback on the dive. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Watching that run takes me back to something a famous old coach once said. Any player he wants on his team, he wants him to be agile, mobile, and most definitely hostile.
Now back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
On 2nd down now, Akers, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
This likely a must-have 3rd and goal.
He'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off.
And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, I get it, Charles. Desperate times call for desperate measures. Down big. They just sent their receivers out, let it fly. But the defense, they were ready.
Yeah, and there aren't too many people left in this stadium that couldn't see that coming. But that's not a major criticism at all because you had to try it. What you're hoping for is one of your athletes out-athletes everyone else and makes a dramatic play.
Derrick Henry. And he'll fight forward on the straight-ahead running for just a couple of yards. 2nd down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. High throw, but he makes the catch. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And here's a leaping catch. He pulled it in. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era when we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
A first down carry for Henry. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Henry. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Now Wilson buying time to his left. And he he's got his big tight end here. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Snags it for the pick. And the Rams are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. And that's now a half dozen interceptions for him over the last 2 games. Because CD, remember, he threw 3 in the last ball game and now 3 more here.
And the way that you present it, partner, I'm not sure what sounds worse, right? Half a dozen over the last 2 games or 3 the last game, 3 this game. Either way, it's way too many. And that's something they'll have to work on, hoping to get through the rest of this game without having to address it again.
And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced a ball into coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Looking to throw. This one complete to Gibbons. Touchdown, LA! A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Rams are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
The Rams leave the offense on the field. They'll go for 2. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. So the signal caller doing it himself there on the 2-point try.
You got to like that. We always talk about the ball staying in the hands of the best players, but most of the time you want to get it to a back, pitch it to a wide receiver. In this case, the quarterback did it himself.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On first down, Wilson.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson, they'll roll him out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Amber Thomas. And the Rams are right back in this football game. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. This is Gibbons over the middle. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
4 yards remain for 2nd down.
They'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Price. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. They take a shot downfield there, but it winds up falling incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. And he comes back with one complete. First down now, but that clock rolling. He'll look to throw.
And that nearly a turnover, but it's incomplete. Well, fortunate to retain possession there, and it's 2nd down.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now an inside draw. This is their fullback. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. First down now, but the clock continues to move. They'll look to throw here. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And the ball is knocked out, and it looks like Steeler football. It is. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race.
Give me some.
And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it to the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Extra point attempt here still to come. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. L.A. set to take over again on offense.
And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them. The coaches from all the way up here, they were adamant. You've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete.
We've got to give out a little applause on that play. It has to go to the defense. More good work by them. They've taken away the passing lanes all game long, and you can see the frustration that it's causing because he just about threw that one into the first row.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. They're going to look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Price. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 45-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the offense. as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. They'll look to throw here on first down. Looking deep downfield. And this one is incomplete.
Got to be wary of throwing an interception here because the defense knows they're going to get tested deep. That's why they're going to put a couple of extra guys back there to try and prevent that.
Yeah, late in the fourth quarter here, trying to preserve the lead. Here's 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Price. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
And it's always the final play of preparation each week. The practicing of the kneel-down formation, the victory formation. We've got a game in hand, and that's all they're going to want to do now. They'll put someone back deep just in case something goes haywire. But all in all, take the snap, kneel down, and shake hands. Yes, get out of there.
Wilson wants to throw it. Flush to his right. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. So this one in the win column for the Pittsburgh Steelers. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
Oh, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 now.